It was a stretch of interstate most drivers didn't like to talk about. Exit 9. A lonely little exit tucked away in the mountains, no truck stop, no lights. Just an old country road disappearing into the darkness. And every so often, there'd be a man standing there with his thumb out. Most folks drove on by, but old Hank Wilson never forgot the night he finally stopped. I'd seen him there 100 times on rainy nights and clear. An old man in a worn-out coat with silver in his beard. He never waved his arms around, never chased me down, just stood beneath that broken sign at exit 9, outside of town. I always said, not tonight, and eased on down the grade. But something tugged my heart that night, and I pulled off in the rain. I rolled the window halfway down, said, "Friend, where you headed to?" He smiled and said, "Just up the road, and I've been waiting here for you." I laughed and said, "For me? No, sir, I reckon you've got me wrong." But he just smiled and tipped his hat like he'd known me for so long. He climbed up in my passenger seat, didn't make a single sound, just looked out at the pouring rain as my wheels turned slowly round. "Who are you, stranger, and why do I feel like I've known you forever? Though your face I can't place still, you speak like an old friend, yet I don't understand. Who are you, stranger, riding here beside this troubled man?" Then he said, 20 years ago, you were young and wild and free. You'd been drinking at that roadhouse bar and climbed behind the wheel of your old Chevy. The bridge ahead had washed away, the river was running high. I stood right here and waved you down, son. I saved your life that night. Then all at once I saw it clear, that memory I tried to hide. The stranger who had warned me then before the bridge gave way that night. I slammed the brakes and looked at him, but the seat beside me was bare. Only his old hat remained, and a whisper filled the air. "You've got a wife who loves you, son, grandbabies waiting too. The Lord spared you all those years ago. Now tell somebody what he did for you." The next morning I stopped in town at a little country store. I told the clerk about that man, and he froze there at the door. He said, "That can't be who you saw, because I buried him myself. Old Preacher Joe died 20 years ago, saving a man from that bridge that failed." Then I learned who rode beside me on that cold and rainy night. He was old Preacher Joe, they called him, who gave his own life to save mine. 20 years ago that bridge gave way, and before the waters roared, he stood there warning strangers till he couldn't run no more. They found him down beside the river with a Bible in his hand, and folks still say God left him there to help lost souls when he can. So now, when I pass exit 9, I smile through grateful tears, 'cause I know I rode with an angel sent by God. After all these years. So if you're driving late tonight and you see somebody standing in the rain, you might want to stop, because sometimes angels don't have wings. Sometimes they stand waiting on exit 9.